Hi, welcome to Eat Like Me. I'm Jula. Today I'm going to be making some spring rolls. I'm going to be making these a little bit differently. First, I'm going to slow roast some pork shoulder. When it's done, I'm going to chop it up and mix it with some homemade Thai coconut curry sauce and stuff it into the spring roll and fry them. So please stay tuned and I'll show you how this is done. Okay, so the first thing I did is I prepared my roasting pan by coarsely cutting up some onions and putting them at the bottom of the pan with a little bit of water. If you saw my video on making ribs, I did the same thing to finish them off in the oven. That kept the ribs from sticking to the bottom of the pan. It kept them very moist and also introduced another layer of flavor. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my shoulder on a cutting board with the skin side up. And then what I'm going to do is just score the skin on top. Now by scoring the skin up top, as it cooks, the flavor of the skin and fat will go down into the meat. Also, when I season it, it'll help reach the meat on this side of the shoulder. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to season this on all sides. Try and move this around to get it in between the sections that you cut. I was using kosher salt there, by the way, and now I'm going to just use some fresh ground black pepper. And I'm just going to work that in to where I slice the skin. And just try and season it all around the meat if possible. Okay, so next I'm going to put this on top of my bed of onions in the roasting pan. Okay, and then I'm going to try and tightly cover this pan with foil. Keep the moisture inside and also the heat. Okay, so I preheated my oven to 275. And now we'll put the roast in. All right, so the roast is in the oven. We're going to slow cook that at 275 for about 8 hours. A 4 or 5 pound piece of pork shoulder should be more than enough. If you get a larger piece, it's going to take a lot longer to cook. But 8 hours at 275 is the magic time and the magic temperature for that size pork shoulder. I love pork shoulder for many reasons. Really flavorful. When you cook it right, it's really tender, and it's not that expensive. You can get a 4 or 5 pound piece of meat. It won't cost you a lot of money, and it can feed your family for a couple of days. So we're gonna let that cook for about 8 hours. I would check it after 4, see how it's doing, and you'll know when it's ready when you check it and the bone is loose inside the shoulder. You just wiggle it and you'll notice that it wants to fall out. Okay, so we'll let that cook and come back. Alright, so it's been about 4 hours, so I'm going to open up this oven and take a look and see how my pork shoulder is doing. So make sure you wear an oven mitt, because when you open up that tin foil, there's a lot of steam that's going to come out and can scald your hand. See all the steam coming out of there? Alright, this is looking really good. I'm going to wrap it back up, put it in for another 4 hours, and come back to it. Okay, so we're going to start working on our Thai coconut curry sauce. I have all my ingredients laid out in front of me, and I'll go over them with you. So we have 3/4 cup of minced onion, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 1/4 cup of Thai curry paste, 2 cans of unsweetened coconut milk, 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. We're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of fish oil. We have 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. We're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper and 1/2 cup of chopped cilantro. We're going to start by warming up 1/4 cup of vegetable oil in a medium saucepan. Okay, so first I'm going to add our 3/4 cup of minced onion to the saucepan with the oil when it's hot. Gonna add some salt to taste. And as these start to clear, I'm going to add the garlic and the Thai curry paste. I don't want to add the garlic too soon, because if it's on heat for too long, it'll start to brown and get bitter. Okay, the onions are starting to clear. I'm going to go ahead and add the minced garlic. Stir that in. And the Thai curry paste. Oh, that smells amazing. Okay, we'll let that saute for a little bit longer until these onions are clear and everything's mixed together well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add the coconut milk. Okay, I'm going to bring this back up to a simmer, stir it in, and we're going to let it simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. And we're going to have to stir this occasionally. We just want it to reduce a little bit and get the sauce to thicken up a little bit. So about 20 to 30 minutes, stirring occasionally. So as you can see, from the inner side of the saucepan, from here to here, that this has been simmering for a while and has reduced quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the heat off and add the rest of the ingredients. I have the lime juice, sugar, cilantro, and next I'm going to add the cayenne pepper. Now, I like this particular sauce with a little bit of spice to it, so I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you don't like it that spicy, you can reduce that to a quarter, or if you don't like spice at all, you can just not put it in. But I'm going to go ahead and put in a half. Okay, it's probably a pretty healthy half. And next, the fish sauce. We're going to do a tablespoon and a half. Okay, and then salt to taste. Stir the rest of these ingredients in. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for the pork to finish, and we'll come back and show you how to assemble and finish off these spring rolls. So the cooking time is done. If we take a look at this pork shoulder, you can see this bone is so loose it's just going to fall out of there. Look at that, it's falling apart. Okay, so I'm going to take this out, take it off the bone, chop it up, and mix it with the sauce. And we'll come back and start assembling spring rolls. Alright, I'm now going to spoon the sauce over the chopped pork shoulder and mix it in. Does that look great? I definitely want to save some of this sauce afterwards because I'm going to use it as a dipping sauce for the spring rolls. Okay, that looks great. Here are all my spring rolls ready to go. I'm gonna put them in the deep fryer, and we're gonna fry these until they're golden brown on the outside. If you don't have a fryer, it's no big deal. Just use a regular pot and fry them in there. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video on how to make pork shoulder spring rolls with Thai coconut curry sauce. It's I can't tell you how great it tastes, and the aroma in the kitchen is unbelievable. I hope you guys will give it a shot and enjoy this food. So please subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and we'll see you at the next video, and I hope this brightens your palate.